Welcome to AI News in 10, your top AI and tech news podcast in about 10 minutes. AI tech is amazing and is changing the world fast. For example, this entire podcast is curated and generated by AI using my and my kids' cloned voices. It's Wednesday, March 11th, 2026. Here's what's shaking in AI and tech today. Big moves in game development, Unreal's latest hotfix, and a built-in AI assistant right in the editor. Samsung's Galaxy S26 hits shelves with new Galaxy AI features. Oracle beats expectations and raises its 2027 revenue outlook on AI cloud demand. Adobe rolls out an AI assistant for Photoshop alongside Firefly upgrades. And TSMC's February revenue says the chip boom isn't cooling yet. Let's get into it. But first, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Need elite developers fast? Elite Coders connects you with rigorously vetted senior engineers in 24 to 48 hours. Staff augmentation, dedicated teams, or full project delivery, we've got you covered. Visit elitecoders.co to get started today.
Now let's dive into today's stories. We'll start in game tech. Epic has shipped the Unreal Engine 5.7.4 hotfix, and more broadly, it's leaning into AI inside the editor. The new hotfix, posted March 10th, fixes more than 40 issues across rendering, procedural content generation, cloth, Vulkan, and more, keeping up a rapid cadence as studios gear up for spring builds. Zooming out to the 5.7 cycle, Epic's release notes highlight a built-in AI assistant panel. It answers "What does this do?" questions, suggests C++ snippets, and helps you stay in flow as you prototype. A notable shift from hunting through docs to getting conversational guidance right where you work. On the content side, 5.7 brings production-ready substrate materials, an experimental nanite foliage system for dense, high-detail environments, and a beta of megalights to support far more dynamic shadow-casting lights per scene, plus stronger procedural content generation tools, and a new editor mode for no-code world building. In short, more visual headroom, faster iteration, and AI woven into the editor itself. On Epic's forums, the 5.7 release thread and the 5.7.4 hotfix notes are the latest reference points today. Next up, phones. Samsung's Galaxy S26, S26 Plus, and S26 Ultra officially hit store shelves today. Those January unpacked promises are now real. General availability begins today after a brisk pre-order window. Samsung is calling this its most intuitive Galaxy AI phone yet, blending on-device and cloud AI into everyday tasks like photo edits, voice-to-text translation, and predictive tools. The Ultra model adds a customized Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy chip. If you were holding out for launch day deals, carriers in the United States are lining up aggressive trade-ins. Expect the Ultra, with its S Pen, to be the showcase for camera and AI features, while the base and Plus models inherit most of the software smarts at a lower price point. To enterprise and cloud, Oracle delivered a strong quarter after the bell yesterday, and the stock is reacting. Third quarter fiscal 2026 revenue came in around $17.2 billion, with earnings of $1.79 per share, both ahead of expectations. Even more eye-catching, Oracle lifted its fiscal 2027 revenue outlook to $90 billion, citing AI data center demand for both compute and cloud software. Management says it's the first time in over 15 years that organic total revenue and non-GAAP earnings per share both grew 20% or more in a quarter, helped by a cloud business that's still scaling fast. Between the outlook and ongoing comments about building out capacity, the message is simple. AI workloads aren't a one-quarter wonder, and Oracle intends to finance and build the footprint to meet them. Before we continue, here's a quick message from our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by Family GPT, the AI chat platform actually designed for kids. If your children are curious about ChatGPT, but you're worried about what they might see, Family GPT gives you full parental controls, content filtering, and the ability to align responses with your family's values, whether Christian, Muslim, Jewish, secular, and many more. Monitor every conversation, set usage limits, and let your kids explore AI safely. No ads, no data selling, complete privacy. Sign up free at familygpt.chat. That's FAMILYGPT.chat.
All right, let's get back to it. Let's talk creative tools. Adobe just made Photoshop a lot chattier. The company introduced an AI assistant for Photoshop, now in public beta on the web and on mobile. Describe what you want, remove an object, change lighting, refine color. and the assistant can apply the edit automatically or guide you through the steps so you learn while you do. There's also a new AI markup feature on the web that lets you draw on a region, add a prompt, and generate changes exactly where you've indicated. Super handy for targeted edits without masking gymnastics. On top of that, Firefly's image editor is getting a more streamlined workspace, with generative fill, remove, expand, and upscale all in one flow, and Adobe is dangling unlimited generations for a limited time. The big theme here is conversational, agent-like workflows coming to mainstream creative tools, not just lab demos. And finally, chips. TSMC posted fresh monthly numbers that underscore how much AI is still driving the fab's top line. February revenue was about 318 billion new Taiwan dollars, up roughly 22% year over year. The first 2 months of 2026 totaled around 719 billion, nearly 30% growth versus the same period in 2025. Yes, February dipped from January, but that's a normal seasonal step down around Lunar New Year. The year-over-year surge is what matters, and it tracks with what we're hearing across the stack. Hyperscalers keep greenlighting GPU and accelerator orders, and customers are pulling schedules forward. Put differently, the AI CapEx flywheel is still spinning. Quick recap. Unreal's 5.7 cycle keeps rolling with a March hotfix and a built-in AI assistant that answers questions right in the editor. Samsung's Galaxy S26 lineup is officially on sale, wrapping Galaxy AI features around new silicon. Oracle's beat, and a higher 2027 revenue target, says AI cloud demand remains strong. Adobe's Photoshop gains an AI assistant and smarter Firefly editing to speed up creative flow, and TSMC's February revenue shows the AI hardware build-out still has legs. That's your AI News in 10 for March 11, 2026. See you tomorrow. Thanks for listening, and a quick disclaimer, this podcast was generated and curated by AI using my and my kids' clone voices. If you want to know how I do it or want to do something similar, reach out to me at imadi@ainewsin10.com. That's AInewsin10.com. See you all tomorrow.